Hey, super scientists, we are reviewing the law of superposition. So remember, this is a method of determining the relative age of rocks and helping us to see how old a rock layer might be based on the information that is around it or the fossils that it might contain. So I have an example here for you that shows us four different locations, four different strata of rocks. So based on me having beautifully colored this for you, you can see that layer A, the pink layer here, is at all four locations and that it contains two types of fossils. We have our nice little arthropod friend here, the trilobite, that is found in all four of these locations. And we also have a nice little brachiopod that's found in all four of those locations too. So we know that those four layers, those four locations, must be approximately the same age. Layer A must be approximately the same age at all four of the locations because it contains these two index fossils in every layer. So no matter where these are found, where they're located at around the world, if you have trilobites in it, then you know that this rock layer must be sometime during the Paleozoic, which is when trilobites lived because they went extinct at the end of the Paleozoic. Then we have this green layer, layer B, only found at two locations. It's not found at location 4 or 3. So think about why you might have this at only two locations and not found in layers at location 3 and 4. So one reason might be that it didn't even form. Maybe these didn't have the appropriate climate or habitat for the Turritella and the Brachiopod to have lived at this particular time. Or something that's more likely is probably it weathered and that rock layer broke down and was eroded, and maybe there was like a flood and all of that rock layer like disappeared somehow and got washed downstream. So probably the more likely thing is that layer B eroded from location 3 and 4. So you have kind of a missing layer of information here at location 4. It goes straight from A to C. Then we have layer C, our gray layer here, that's found at 3 different locations. So we have a beautiful little ammonite shell that's found at each one of them. Got a little turritella that's found there, and no turritella is present over here, but we have brachiopods as well. So all 3 of those are used as index fossils to help us determine the approximate age of those. And since we know that ammonites lived during the Mesozoic era, we know that C at location 1, 2, and 4 had to have formed during the Mesozoic because ammonites went extinct after that. So we know that layer C is approximately Mesozoic age at all 3 of those locations. So again, why do you not have layer C at location 3? Probably it eroded, especially since the shape of this is pretty rounded at the top. That indicates there's probably a lot of erosion that's taking place. And then we have layer D at only 2 locations. Layer D is found at location 1 and location 4. So we have our little turritella friend here that's found at both of those. So that indicates that this layer here is approximately the same age as this layer here, based on us knowing that you have turritella fossils in both of those. And again, D is not found in location 3 or 2, so probably it eroded. It's possible it didn't even form or get deposited, but it probably eroded. So hopefully that helps you to review the law of superposition a little bit so that you can compare the relative age between different locations and different strata rock layers.